Greetings. Uncle Jesus is not here. This is Archbishop Richard Forceginn. I have very much to say. We'll go over the blood sprinkling later. That is where your candy-coated blood cult comes from, which we've designed to collect all of you loving types into our flock, to use you up like an old burnt piece of coal, and then we'll get another one. Anyway, topic of today is about confessions. Archbishop Richard Forceginn has a confession to the Christians and to the world. We have the Bible here, and one of my friendly neighborhood sky watchers, who I like, he's a very fine cousin. But he doesn't read much of the scriptures, he only quotes this one. And he always says, and another thing, be honest with one another and lift one another up. I can't lift you up if I'm not able to be honest with you. So, Archbishop Richard Forceginn here needs to be honest with you. Let's go over that quote that you quoted today. Let's first have a little bit of the green drink while we still have. Uncle J has left it here with chunks for me. Uncle Jesus is out there with Mrs. Jesus. Mrs. Uncle Jesus. All right, let's get ready to it. No, it's not a fancy spell. You see, the superstitious religions got your mind well. Word spells. So we go to my friendly neighborhood skywatcher's favorite verse, it seems mentioned at the time because he probably hasn't read the rest, is Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Life. Do you know what that is? We'll go over that also sometime. I want to make this as short as possible. I don't know if that will be able to be done. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Now, picture me being Jesus saying that, even though I'm Richard Forceginn, Archbishop Richard Forceginn. Picture. That's very loving. But you see, we have the gold and we have love. You can't worship the two. They just don't mix well because that's how they deceive you. Well, we did. I have to confess now. Because the heck's this got truth serum in it? I guess I am going to tell the truth. It's Uncle Jesus' truth green drink. What did Jesus mean? Is it possible that this Jesus, not the one that evolved through your scriptures, by the way, cousin Big D, this is the last book of the Bible, John, which is many decades after the first Gospel of Mark. And the first Gospel of Mark, yes, not Matthew, they put it in that way. Most everybody, even Christian scholars, believe that Mark, through their studies historically, is the first gospel. Well, there might have been others for all we know. But they chose to put Matthew in here for a reason. Deceiving. Anyway, the candy-coated blood guilt cult evolved from here. What if Jesus had disciples? Now remember, he didn't like the Pharisees. He condemned them about the way we dressed because we fooled people with word spells and our appearance, which we're still doing well today. Jesus, as you can see, was meek and humble. And sorry to say, people didn't see that. They didn't see him standing there saying, I'm trying to tell you something. You see, Jesus spoke in parables. You all know that. But you missed this one. That's because we made the candy-coated blood cult after that so you would follow our doctrines and we would abuse your love while we got rich with the gold. Do you see how it goes? I don't want to drink any more of this because it's making me tell the truth too much. It's just so delicious. Oh man, it's got the particles in there and everything. I'll have to get back to him on that. So Jesus is standing there and he was trying to tell the people closest to him that he thought would have known him by then. Get what I'm saying? Because I can't say it any other way or they'll kill me too soon. And we would have too. So, what he meant was, I am the way, and so are you. Ha! Blasphemy. See, we fooled you into thinking that was blasphemy. The truth and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Do you get it? If you had known me, you should have known my Father also. Do you know me? Do you know Jesus? You should have known he knows the Father just like you do. But see, we taught you that that would be arrogant. Now, you can't bypass Jesus. That would be like a criminal and a liar and a thief going over there and claiming heaven. If you had known me, you should have known the Father also. And from henceforth, ye know him and have seen him. Jesus is saying, look. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, suffice us, satisfy us. Jesus said, have I not been with you so long that ye have not seen the Father? And how sayest thou, show us the Father? I don't understand. Jesus is getting upset here. Believest thou not that I am in the Father? Jesus saying, I am in the Father. Check it out. And the Father is in me. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me. He doeth the works. Got to give him the credit. Believe me that I am in the Father. Oh, see, so they're connected that close. But we stole you with doctrines. Check this out. Green drink. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, or else believe me for the very work's sakes, whatever works they saw him do. It must be what he said. And here's your turn. This is your turn now if you get it. Probably not, because we got you so brainwashed. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, he shall do also. And that's why Uncle Jesus always refers to Mark 16, 17 through 20, all the things that a true believer, all the things that are supposed to accompany a true believer. These are the signs that accompany true believers. So if you're still struggling with smoking those cigarettes that you know that are bad for you, because I hear it, I hear your breathing, and the body, the temple is the body of the Holy Spirit. What are you doing? Are you falling back onto Paul the Antichrist, Paul the deceiver? Oh, I wish I could do this, but I don't. I want to do that, but I don't. Thank God for the mercy of our candy-coated blood guild cult. We took your love, and we took your weaknesses, and we made ourselves rich by being the authors of confusion. Now, I'll just continue here because I know you're not going to see your way out of it. It's been too long. You have a few cracks in the pickle jar, but you keep patching them up. You'll never escape. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth me, the works that I do, also he'll do greater works than these. He shall do, because I go unto my Father. All right, of course, in here, Jesus went into his Father. Then the Holy Spirit came down, right? And you're supposedly full of the Holy Spirit because you accepted God, Jesus, into your heart. Holy Spirit. Now, you're supposed to be one with the Father, just like Jesus says, I am. See, Jesus and God together. He was explaining it to you. Then when the Spirit comes, you have the Jesus, you have the Father within you. And you're going to do greater things than him. Why? Because now there's a whole bunch of you claiming to be him. But what do? You cry out to what was supposed to be accepted and become a part of you. What was abiding in you. It doesn't abide if you can't do the works greater than him. You're just believing in, well, I'm resting in the Lord. He said that my sins are forgiven, I'm going to heaven, and it's not a work, or that's a sin too. We got you so confused that you can't decide what's a work and how you should even feel good about yourself with the Spirit in you working, because you're afraid that even that's arrogant. We got you so fooled. We got you so fooled. Why? Because we play off of loving people. We use their emotions, and we drown them in the oceans of their guilt that they'll never get rid of, because it's a game. It's a rabbit hole game. You can never come out of it. You have to keep coming back to the sacraments, the sanctification, unless you're one of those types that just say, I am blessed, and the hell with the rest of you. I believe in Jesus. And then when he meets you on that day, he says, depart from me, I never knew you. I never knew you. But didn't we cast out? Yeah, you really believed you were casting out devils and doing the right thing. But you weren't. Because the main ingredient, love, that would have came with the Spirit was never truly there. Just feelings of love, and you did a good job for Jesus. But because you pulled all these names and labels, and we hooked you up with all these word spells and verses that you quote, your ship is sinking, though you say it float. But you just can't see, and it'll be too late, because you're waiting for that rapture date over and over again. Well, let's see what else I have to say. This is going on pretty long. Yep, you're waiting for that rapture date, and I know a young cousin is waiting back in 1979. He was an Eighth-day Independent Fundamental Baptist. He was about as fun as a prickly cactus. And he could never relax this, because he was always trying to avoid looking at girls and sinning. Yes, the candy-coated blood guilt cult works well. And if you don't believe it, you're going to hell. So let's see. Can you love for the sake of loving, or do you need a reward? That's up to you to figure out. Either way, which is more likely, if this was written 90 or 100 years later, or 70? You can't even remember 4 years ago, or even less than that, many people must go with all the news going on. You think everybody had this book tucked under their arm? No. We made it so that guys like me, Archbishop Richard Forceginn, gave you the news and got you drunk on the one-eyed farmer brews. Booze. So let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, you'll never come out of it unless you realize everything is already in you, all your choices. Speak your voices. But if you keep listening to ours, we already stole your soul. And we wrote you the scriptures, put them all together the way we wanted, to keep you generation after generation. What we don't need is people like Uncle Jesus telling you this stuff either. And if this stuff is good, man. I gotta tell you the truth. What the heck did he put in there? Oh, check it out. Here's another thing that, look at this here. We got John. Do you read this too, Skywatcher? John 14. Don't forget to read 21 and 20. At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye and I in you. See, if you don't get this because you're afraid of being arrogant or whatever, you'll never come out of this. Now I'm going to tell you why and how you can prove it to yourself. 14, John 14:21, the next verse. Here's where we put it together. Put yourself at ease now if you're really a believer. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. This is supposedly Jesus talking. He's telling you for a reason. And he's telling you out of love. Real love, not the gold. I wasn't supposed to say that. He that hath my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me, Jesus said, shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him and will manifest myself in him. And then I'm going to come and go as I please. No, he doesn't say that. He says he's going to manifest himself in you. He's going to become part of you. I wasn't supposed to say that. Now check this, another tricky thing we put in here. I might as well show you since it's here. You know who Judas is, the betrayer, right? There's another Judas here. We put it so close to confuse you some more. And we put lots of Marys and Johns in here on purpose too. And Lazaruses. More than one Lazarus too to fool you. Judas said unto him, not Iscariot. Just to be fair and let you know. But you won't get it anyway. Judas said unto him, not Iscariot, Lord, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us, and not unto the world? And Jesus said unto him, this Judas, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him. And he will come unto him and make we will come unto him and make our abode, home, dwelling place. They're going to make their dwelling place with him, whoever that is that loves him and keeps his commandments, keeps his words. He that loveth me not, keepeth not my sayings. May keep a few, though, to make himself feel, well, I did enough. Now I can lay back on good old Antichrist Paul's doctrine. First Benny Hinn of Christianity, as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't supposed to let that out. Clean drink. So,